It's a 1.5 square mile area that's been completely redeveloped. 274 schemes fiercely competed for just 18 plots of land. The jewel in the crown of this prime real estate will be Beijing's biggest building, the 528-meter tall China Zone.
All right. Yeah, it's second biggest building in China, fifth biggest in the world. It is a size, isn't it?
When completed, it will be nearly twice the height of the Shard in London.
It's only, what is it, 70 stories at the moment, and it is eventually going to be 108, but I reckon that's 2018, not 2018. And they've been on with it since 2011. That's what it's going to look like, you see it? That's what it's going to look like. Skyscrapers all tend to look square, but this one is sort of getting bigger towards the top. It's called it a zung, which is a Chinese word for a posh wine glass that goes out at the top.
But the higher the weight on a skyscraper, the more force is created when it shakes and sways in an earthquake. Beijing is built on a number of fault lines, so China Zun's foundations have been driven 80 meters deep.
Which is a bit of an engineering marvel. Let's get in, let's have a look.
Guys going to floor 75, the highest currently under construction. It's a 3.5-minute lift ride. Guy is now 377 meters up at one of the world's highest building sites.
Say. He's high in it. Oh. Come on, get your camera down here, boy. Get your camera down here. You need to see that. We are a long way up. Look at when you're looking on the top of skyscrapers like that. I don't know, I feel dead safe though. Andy, the sound man's not quite feeling dead. He's not, is he? He's stood in the middle.
No other building in China uses as much high-strength steel. It took 1,000 workers 50 days to weave lengths of rod into a cage, which was then continuously filled with concrete for 93 hours, creating a reinforced concrete base. The same method is used to build every floor.
Look at the work here, look at the work here. Right? And you look at all them flitch plates that they're strengthening the RSJs. That's beautiful work. And that looks like bloody good welding, so bloody strong. But you'll never see it. You'll never see it because it'll just be all buried in concrete.
4,000 men are employed around the clock on 3 shifts. Their work has to be precise.
You know, if you was welding that RSJ to that member there and you was a millimetre out, by the time you've got to the top, that's going to be 6 inches out. So this thing has to be built millimetre perfect, and it's happening. It is happening.
Many workers from the poorer regions outside of Beijing only return home twice a year, like 25-year-old Xu Wei, who helps build the cranes.
While you're working here, where do you live? Do you rent somewhere?
住在朝阳路上面，就楼下面朝阳路上面，工地上租的房子。
Hey yo. Is it good money to be working on the zone?
我们工资不一定的，做的多就拿得多，做的少就拿得少，就这样。
It's the same. The harder you work, the better you earn. So yeah, we understand that.
我觉得自豪，我就喜欢这个专业嘛，喜欢这个工作，可能就一直干这个工作吧。
Good man. Hey, no, thank you very much. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Good man.
By 2020, China will be home to 6 of the world's 10 tallest buildings. And this particular fledgling landmark is being marketed as luxury apartments, state-of-the-art offices, a 6-star hotel, and a top-floor observation deck. Today, the view is rather limited, but that doesn't stop Guy from asking the building site manager if he can go even higher.
Would there be any way I could get in a crane?
The answer is a resounding yes.
Yeah?
You can.
Great, go in a crane. Spot on.
But make sure don't touch anything.
No, I won't. Right, boss. Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Now, over 1,300 feet up, Guy's able to get a bird's eye view of the hardest thing about building a skyscraper here.
Traffic's a massive problem, especially building stuff like this in the middle of a big city like Beijing. The number one problem is he's getting materials to buildings like this. And he's bad enough just getting about to do a bit of filming. You want to get a load of cement, a lot of steel work. Yeah, he's going to block the job off. Like you say, you don't get if you don't ask. That was great. That was bloody great.